play a game.
I would appear to be live. And we're in. I was watching a video, I looked at the time and went, what? All good. Okay. Forwards. Headlights. Brakes. Put that on fully apply. Release that one. That's at 0 already, so that's fine. Right, now safety systems. Buzz. I don't think this is an LZB route, but it doesn't matter. CIFA, no, we can leave that on auto. Should be fine. And do we need to turn on AFB on this one? I don't remember. We'll just find out. I think we do.
RFB.
Yes, we do. And lights is... I think that's fine. Oh, it's the rail pool one. How about that? All right. Let's try this then. That's handy. The AFB lever doesn't work on the controller thingy. 40. That'll do. Horns. Windscreen wiper. And power. How are people this evening? What day am I previewing the new livery? Tuesday. My Tuesday. Your Tuesday too, probably. I'm in that build now, so if you spot it, you spot it. It's not as though it's a secret anymore. This is a German train, Vectron. It shouldn't be that hard for you to get moving, really. More power. I assume we're powering. No, we're not. We're not powering. What haven't I done? Is there an activate cab button or something? No. It's a release parking brake. What have I not done? Oh, you know what I didn't do? Boop. Idiot. Alright. Power up, train. Let's go. Let's go. The brakes are off. Let go. Let's go. Come on. Fully released. I thought it was making noise there, but it's a different train, isn't it? It's a good start. I've broken it. AFB's definitely working because it's got the thing. Maybe I just have to go back to off and try again. No. Yeah, brake is cut in. See, it's cut in.
RFB.
Or isn't it?
RFB.
No, it was backwards.
RFB.
Ah, yeah. All right then. This time for sure, Ollie. Yay! Chain Chaser Andy, hello. Lord Vectron, hello. Andy Burbridge, hello. 2 Andys. Holy Trucker. It's going well, thank you. Hopefully you too. Leon as well, hello. Leon says he's great. Excellent, so am I. Holy Trucker says, but the real question is that all you have new to play with? Yes, as it happens. That is all I have new to play with. Chain Tracer Andy says, not great, haven't been to the doctors yet. Meant to go tomorrow, but we will see. Get on with it, lad. It's important. We are finally leaving the yard. And my AFB's turned off. Do I need to turn it back on again? Is it set now? No. Stop it. No, still not there. I don't like you, train. Wrong one. Why doesn't AFB work? There's no switch down there for AFB. It's just on the screen, and it was on a moment ago. What's happening? I guess I'll drive it without AFB then. Fine. See if I care. Come on. I've broken it. I've broken it. In my mad clicking, did I do something to it? Dunno. I have broken it. Very much so. Hang on. We can fix this. Put the hazard lights on. Has it got hazard lights? It does. Good. Okay, fixed it. But it doesn't do hazard lights. Oh, what a waste of a button. No AFB. Even with clicking. No power. And it has error messages. Why has it got error messages? I don't like that it has error messages. I've decided I don't like the Vectron anymore. The train doesn't want me, yes. I'm doing okay, Andy. Train's not. Well, that much works. I don't suppose that PZB did it. Can I release the brakes now? No. So it wasn't PZB. I don't know. No, brakes are fine. Oh, look, it's pumping up. Or is it? How did I hit that again? I don't know.
RFB. RFB.
Fine.
RFB.
I don't like this train. How did it go from being cut in to cut out by itself? How? Look at that train patiently waiting for me to get out of the way. It's patiently waiting because it's supposed to go and we're going in front of it, but we haven't gone yet. We have power on. It's fine. Bloody hell. No, it's not in reverse, Ollie Trucker. Lord Vectron says, told you. Leon says, on May, my birthday is coming up, but I won't waste the day. Sorry, you'll be 19. Fair enough, Leon. No, don't tell us the day. Don't reveal your date of birth on the internet, mate. Someone will end up being called Leon, and it won't be you. Can't make up late time, mate. It's a PZB run. Skip. Yes, the brakes were cut off. I don't know how they got cut off again, because we were moving. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Rails. Now, we are finally moving. Yay! Look at all these people watching going, what was the idiot doing? Oh, that explains everything. We're at Coswig. That explains everything, really. Quiet, Sifa. Prepare for incoming PZB. Any moment now.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Yes, you don't make up time on German trains. Not at all. Doesn't happen. Can I make this thing dark mode? Good. Can't do anything about its brightness though, but at least it's not glaring in my face now. Chain Tracer Andy says, more like prepare for more PTSD. Yes, well, it's German, isn't it? And I don't have my guardian angel here to interpret what the train's doing. I only have Lord Vectron and Skip. I don't like that it doesn't talk. I'm used to hearing Sifa. Not. But anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there. Have we released yet? Yes, we have. Doesn't have a hotkey for click. It's boring. Alrighty. Off to go to Ebola. No, Wine Bowler. German trains don't fight you, they're friendly. That's why they keep making noises at you. We are all clear to fly. So fly we shall. Andy thought there was a hot speed for set keys. They're meant to be Shift R or Shift F, but this one doesn't appear to do it. It's not universal. I could always try Control R and Control F, I suppose. Let's do Control R. Well, I turned it off. Back on. No, it's not. Oh, Control F does it. But I've turned off AFB, so now I need to zero the throttle. Put this back down to 0. Hope nothing bad happens in the meantime. Right. What are we on? 120. It's Control F. And party juice. Right. There we go. Gotcha. Yeah, it's Control F on this one. A lot of trains it is Shift F. Some of them it's Shift R. And this one's Control F because it's weird. It's not RFP, Leon. It's AFB is what it's saying. It just says it in a German way, so it sounds like RFB. Where are my fluffy boots? This bodes well. So that's why it's a delay scenario called it's called Dresden Diversion, and it'll have unexpected delays, mostly caused by me. Because, you know, that's how it works. How does Sifa know I picked up a drink bottle?
Zugbeeinflussung.
Can it slow down in time, or do I need to put the brakes on? Get out of the way, Germans. There's a stuck passenger service blocking the track ahead. Divert into the sidings and wait for the line to clear. Oh, great. Wunderbar. Germany always has late trains. Sifa. Buzz coming up.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Maybe tracking via my camera stream. Could be. And the sad things when I see Zugeinflussung, every time I hear that, I remember something that someone said in the chat once, which was suck my bosom. It's like, nah. That's bad. Over into the sidings we go. Well, we'll just have to crank out the DJ decks and have some fun. Andy said, I thought there was a key for it. Either you just found it last time or someone said what it was in chat. Can't remember which one it was. Well, it is Control F. And the others are all Shift F or Shift R. You reckon that's our stuck passenger train over there? Get out the way, bub. Surely we can just go around it now if it's stuck there. Surely it's fine. We just keep going. But no. We shall be stopping. This will be a good stream because we'll be sitting here for the next 20 minutes probably. You can stop now, Vectron. Use your air brakes. Doesn't want to, does it? Fine. Okay. Note to self, it runs 30 meters over the stop point. Wait for the passenger service to pass. Where is this passenger service? Actually, what we should do is...
ASB. ASB.
That way we won't get seafed. Where is it? What's wrong with your train? Is it like mine? It's recalcitrant. Look at how programmatic the raindrops are. They're following patterns. Oh look, optimization. My wipers have stopped. And I zoom in. And my wipers start. I think I just copped a pantograph to the nuts. Tracky's head is clear now. Brilliant. Good.
Zugbeeinflussung. ASB. ASB. ASB.
Shall we depart, dear Vectron? Let's go. Off we go to Priestwitz. Or Priestwitz, one or the other. Lionel the Inflatable Fan Enjoyer. Hello. It's a strange channel name, but okay. Leon says, on your birthday, you get Train Sim World add-on like the 378 Overground. Fair enough. And he says, is it that one in the platform you're waiting for? No, I think it was one going the other way. More power. Ignore the rain. Just get on with it, Vectron. You can do it. No, we're restricted. We're restricted. No. Alright. Caught that in time. Oh, Vectron, you can do this. It's almost your birthday as well. Shouldn't tell people the exact day of your birthday, because it's an identity thing. I should have called this stream Watch Me Suck at German Trains. That would have been better. More juices. Vectron can cope with it. Look at the traction motors go. That's the Vectron coping with it. She'll be right. They'll be fine. Chain Tracer Andy said mine's many moons away. So's mine. Long way. Do a train length, he says, with me thinking I know how. Is it one of those? Well, it's just left the station and I can see the front, so it's not that long. So it couldn't actually be all that heavy. Let's give it some sand. Alright, Vectron, we'll give you less power just so you can hold onto your feet. Is that better? There you go. Double press the throttle so you get a meep meep. Ah. Sir Tap Hate said you are making confusion and delays. That's the Topham Hat, otherwise known as the Fat Cunt to Fat Cunt to Fat Controller. No, that was too much power. There's a Volkswagen. Hi, brother. Eventually. So you know Vectron's going to want that again, don't you? One of my traction motors dead. You need to see that? One of them's off. That one. No wonder I'm suffering. I've only got 3 traction motors. Dead one. We've blown a motor, Jim. No getting to warp 9 now. Andy says, my wife's birthday is this month as well. Asked her what she wants and got the usual, I don't want anything. Ooh, you're in trouble. They make things awkward. I get asked if I have a list of things I want. It's alright, I got in trouble anyway. I bought mine a dryer, which my sheets are in right now. You're trying to crash your TGV there, Leon, who's driving at 370 kilometres an hour. This clearly is not going to be a fast trip, but we haven't put the speed up. Maybe that's why. That would do it. That's better. Zifa. Zifa goes, you've put your hands on your head. The sarcastic great job from Train Tracer Andy. I was wondering what get a job meant. It's like, we've got one. Actually got two, but you know, that's okay. Zifa. It's alright, Andy, I'm like that normally. Ooh, the dead traction motors come back to life. Yeah, Andy Dangle's going to be live too. It's a good thing the internet's big and there's plenty of room for all of us. This is true, Andy. It's deliberate. Zifa. Now we're getting somewhere. You were testing the duplex TGV to see how fast it could go. It's alright. I've tested Thomas down Cajon Pass. And I've tested Flying Scotsman on Gordon Hill. Beats Gordon up. By a lot. It's a wet old night tonight here on Dresden, whichever one it is. It's the newer Dresden, I think, isn't it? With Priestwitz in it. Now we're getting somewhere. Now if we do this, we should get a meet really quickly. Hey, Hawks. How you doing, mate? Meep. We are at speed, finally. I think the duplex is probably heavier than the A380, just a little. Do we have another delay coming? Great. We do have a 60 zone coming, which I'll get told off for doing this for. Hawk says, I am speed. Buzz Buzz coming up.
Zug behind for a zone.
I'm covering up the speedo, aren't I? Put myself in the middle so I'm not covering up a useful display. There we go. Is that better? That's better. Don't Adelaide trains do about 40 kilometres an hour, Leon?
Zug behind for a zone.
Must have been a sale on 1000 hertz magnets today. Everybody's got one. And another red light. Brilliant. Well, Leon, if you came to my railway, you probably could run as fast as the train. We only do 15 mile an hour. Will we get a green now that the garbage train special on our left is getting out of the way? And the answer is no. Wait for it. Vaguely tempted to go and get a glass of apple juice while I wait. You guys wait for the service to pass. I'll be back. Nice little 18-year-old apple juice this time. That's something I need to book in for in Scotland. An apple juice tasting. There we go. Fully release. Party on. Are we back on monitoring? No, but we do have to go slowly until we get past that signal, which I don't think will be too much of an issue somehow. I was watching a video of the Candy XPT. It was actually quite good. Lord Vectron is drinking some bread soda that was probably brewed last week. It was probably brewed this morning. I didn't think I'd have to worry about going over 25 kilometres an hour before the signal. I think we're quite safe. There we go. Safe to release, apparently. So we'll do that. And we'll go back up to full party mode. Not that much party mode. Looks like Pripyat. It looks really good, but it's still old and shit like the old ones. Yes, let's change to all the tracks. Why not? Ooh. We're leaving the main line. Now we have to go back down to 60. Suppose there's no PZB on that. One Vectron says I need to get out some more before they start breaking the set up. Andy says Pripyat is more lively than this with all the tours. Not at the moment. There's only international scientists and Russians there at the moment. Hawks reckons that one will be the last one to go. Hawk says, to be fair, Transport for New South Wales Heritage seems to do an okay job, at least Vic does, with trying to BS their way as power-hungry authority with no reasoning. More juices. $95 will do. Hello, T-Side Train Watcher. Lots of things are more lively than a TSW town. There's a train up there. Now, if we get this in just the right spot, that would be not a bad screenshot. Sydney will make new trains, Leon, but they refurbished the old ones because they couldn't get the new ones done. One day. Absolutely, Andy Lad. That sounds like an excellent idea. An Edinburgh apple juice tasting. I like that idea. Get a t-shirt that says I like apple juice. I should get one made that says Irish apple juice is better. Am I going to get down to speed in time? It's going to be close, I think.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Vectron doesn't like it because 3801's not coming to visit him. I know you like Vectrons better. I said, screw you, you like Vectrons. We're not sending a steam train anywhere near you. Teesside Train Watcher reckons Northern should refurbish more 156s. What about some Pacers? And he says, funnily enough, I've been rewatching the Chernobyl series they did a few years ago. Last couple of days. I know it's not 100% accurate, but it still captures a good amount of what happened. It was a good series, that one. Slightly inaccurate, as you say, but fun. Hawk said, are you even a Gunzel enthusiast if you don't go and chase it, Mr. Vectron? Ooh. The glove has been dropped. Will Vectron pick up the glove of fighting? This is the question. Will I spad? This is the other question. Leon remembers Sydney Trains video, test Tangara, and they cancel it, all it again. They said a councillor now, Sydney Tangara testing new announcements. I don't think you're building any more Tangaras. We had a Tangara in Melbourne for a little while. No one liked it. You're actually going to make me move. All right. This will go great. Anarchist Angel, hello. You missed me screwing up the world's simplest locomotive, the Vectron. I somehow managed to cut my brakes out. Not quite sure how. I thought 3801 just had a overhaul, Hawks. I'll stop, Captain. Shut down the train. We're ashamed of you.
AFB. AFB. AFB.
Well, it's done. It's as off as it's getting. That shouldn't do anything, but there you go. Platinum. There's a surprise. Anarchist Angel says, who needs brakes? We want to drive. Yeah, it was red. Right. You know what I forgot to ask? What are we driving now? Don't say the V90. V90 is banned. Something German. Supposed to be freight. If you guys don't pick something, I will. Which one? Which one? What haven't I been on for ages? I haven't been on MSB for donkeys. Rapid Transit doesn't have any freight, I don't think. Something old. Oh, let's go MSB then. And something old. How about the 111? We haven't done that for a while. Dare I do it? The 111. The Crocodile. Asahel wants the Crocodile, but there's no German routes with the Crocodile. It's German trains today. Yeah, 140 will do it. No one blames you for banning the 190. Let's get a decent time in the morning from Aschaffenburg to Gmunden. That'll do. I will leave dynamic weather on. How bad could it get? I am reading Asahel, but there's no German routes for the Crocodile. Or is there? Is Mittenwaldbad a Crocodile? Yeah, Mittenwaldbad's German, isn't it? All right, we'll do the Crocodile next. Oh, God, I picked a tap changer. That was smart. All right, good. I'm not even going to try and find the switches. Oh, good. Oh, no, it is rail driver. But not the brake, or is it just because it's not keyed in? That's what it was. All right. Brakes released. Looks promising. Will the tap changer work with rail driver? Yes. There's a big clunk that sounded promising. What are we hauling? White cars. Of course we are. More power. Maybe not that much power. That was too much power. Did I just blow it? I blew it. Do. Alright, let's go a tiny bit more. I think I should use the controller for this, actually. I don't think the rail driver is a really good idea with this one. Flashy. This, boys and girls, is how you cope with PZB. So after this one, we'll do the Crocodile on Mittens. Or whatever route the Crocodile comes on. Falling leaves! We don't get falling leaves anymore, do we? That are aimed right at you to make sure you notice them. Ooh, look at all the smoke.
How dare you?
She was uncomfortably close then. I have to have words with her later. Personal space, girl. Not that there's much points releasing when the speed limit is 40 anyway. No more falling leaves, says Andy Ladd. Probably for optimization. Probably. I do still think there's been a core change, because lots of stuff is fuzzier than it used to be. Is it worth accelerating knowing I've only got another 40 in a little while? I think not. Me, says Sifa. So here says, like I said, Link Run Strecker, E94 timetable. Better the Austrian Croco on Mittenwald Barn. Yeah, we'll give it a crack. You've gone to sleep train, you have, haven't you? Come on, load up. There you go. I'm curious whether we'll struggle with this old girl. We'll find out. Yeah, it's not that big a train. We'll see how we go. We'll just be blowing circuit breakers and rage quitting. It'll be fine. Leon, this is a German train. You can't drive it really fast or it reaches out and it punches you in the head. Because this is what German trains do. My white balance has gone off. I look yellow. Hopefully I'm not really yellow. I'd probably only allow it up to 120 with this, so we'll be ignoring that 160. "38 Ks to Gamunden." Andy, I think you might be right. I did a run on Banana Linear the other day and things seemed fuzzy. I put it down to being tired as I think things looked that way, but now wondering if it's optimized. Yeah, I'm wondering if something came out in the core patch. Maybe we're just seeing things. Maybe it's a new way of making scenery look better. You just make it fuzzy. I just have to stay under 6 on this one, don't I? As long as I stay under 6, it's alright if I remember this one correctly. Two presses to solve that one. Gemunden, Leon. Certainly don't need to worry about slowing down to 140. That's it. That's all the taps it's got. Andy Led said DTG decided to give all of us beer goggles in the game to hide the issues. Could be. I personally prefer apple juice goggles, but that's okay. Oh, we're missing a gratuitous sprint shot. Got it. Who's that flashing away down there? Horrid. We've almost hit 100. Wow. Doing well. Animal TVI, hello to you. Hope you're well. Rock and roll all night. Yes, this 140's a knockin'. Got that wrong, didn't I? Oh well. Look at it bounce. It's like a pacer. Wow. Mind you, we are on MSB, which is the roughest railway line in the game, I think. Andy, does you prefer Scottish or Irish apples? Definitely Irish apples. Definitely. But when you're in Scotland, I'd be quite happy to drink Scottish apples. I'm fine with that. Might find something nice to bring home. I was pressing the B button on the controller, which is right under my thumb, because I'm using the controller to drive this train, because it's a tap changer. But it's more satisfying to whack the giant button on the TSCX. Hope no one's getting seasick. I can't help it, you know. I have occasionally contemplated building a bouncy chair rig for train and truck driving. I think it'll be fun. Imagine if you were playing Punch Buggy and you did it for white cars. Whack, 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 whack. No one to run over, that's good. I don't know, Leon. I reckon this rolling motion would probably get a lot of people. Green light. Zephyr. And he prefers Scottish apples, but won't say no if only Irish ones are available. That's true. You don't always get a choice. Even under full power, we're losing speed. Well, let's see if it stopped me somewhere on here. I'm screwed, I think. Animal TVI says just get someone to stand behind you and rock the chair. It's what we used to do in my mate play flight sim. That would work. We ran at Friends yesterday and we were discussing borrowing one of the friends who's well endowed to stand behind my chair to improve my stream rating. We certainly are losing speed on the big hill. Leon likes apples. That's good, Leon. I wouldn't have thought apples and your personality were a good combination, personally. Zephyr. And as soon as you see Zephyr, it's safe to go outside and have a look around. Couple of cars with flats, always good to hear. We're not losing speed as quickly, but we are still losing speed. We are on all the taps. There we go, we're down to 85 now. Back up to all the taps. Not going to bother restricting because this signal should clear us anyway. No, it didn't. Interesting. Or Royce then. Why are you yelling at me, train? I went past a green signal. Hello, Eddie. That signal was green. Why am I getting whacked for 1,000 hertz? It should have cleared. Grouse. Bonus. Brakes are pumping up. Oop, to you too. It was PZB, but I'm not actually sure why it did it. Because I would have thought it should have cleared when I went through the green signal, and it didn't clear, so I pressed release, and that's when it whacked me. But looking at the speedo then, I think we were still doing about 84 kilometers an hour, so I don't know. It'll be a little while before we move. Just a little while. Waiting for the brakes to pump up in the rest of the train. That's probably still outside. Oh no, it is inside. Ooh, sparkles. Feel free to rewind and see if I misinterpreted that signal, but it was covered in green lights like a big green Christmas tree. We moved about 2 centimetres then, but I'm confident that more will come. It's making the alien invasion noise, so it should be happy. So that's the main res, that's the brake pipe, that's the brake cylinder. Yeah, we're good. The brakes are off.
Evie.
Boo! Blew it. Blew it. We'll stick with 3. You've got a Kirby UFO at home, Leon. Not sure I want to know what that is. This is where you just stroke your beard wisely and pretend you know what happened. Eddie said, are there any power changeover spots on this route? I don't think MSB does have anything like that. I think it's too old for advanced joy like power changeovers. Should be able to get another notch out of it. No, I was wrong. Oh, it's because it took 2 notches. Alright, let's just take 1. Because it hasn't actually blown the breaker. Take another one. We'll just sit there. I'm surprised it's struggling so much on the flat, really, unless the back of the train's still on the hill, which is possible. Got away with it. Just. This doesn't sound like a diesel, Leon. It's a deep hum like a transformer that's about to reach through the wall and tear off your head because you're torturing it. We're in a 140. Anarchist Angel says either you oversped a little, I didn't watch the speed, or the previous supervision still running, or it's a bug. Oh, it might have looked like it was sitting on the 85 line, but on that speedo, I mean, it might have gone to 85.1, and that might be enough to trigger it. I don't know. It's entirely possible. Zephyr. This is what we're driving. Same loco, says Andrew. Too close, bloke doesn't care. The old West German lady, the BR-140. That's the one. Love the noise this thing makes. I would translate that word Anarchist Angel, but I'm not leaving the train. It'll whack me. Andre says, I'm from Germany, so I know there's locomotives. Awesome, mate. Awesome. I just fake it till I make it. You can usually figure them out. All except the V90. That thing's evil. What is a cheese taxi, Leon? Oh, this thing doesn't have dynamic brakes, does it? We shall have to use real brakes. We'll be alright. What could go wrong? Anarchist Angel says it's nicknamed a Butte Panzer looted tank because it's the only locomotive that was transferred from West to East Germany after reunification. Lots of locos were taken from East to West though. Rain. "21 kilometres to Gmunden as SIFA has another crack at us." Indeed, Asahayo, one of the most recent locos and one of the oldest routes. We ran the oldest route this morning. Well, that was a nice one. Rain makes Leon happy. Andre says, for example, some BR-143s were taken to West Germany after the reunification. Not 100% convinced it's actually making any power at the moment. Because my needles don't move, but maybe it thinks it doesn't need to. Oh, there they go. It is making power. Better not push that too hard though. Because we are still going downhill. Like a big white centipede. Gene Tracer Andy says, back from having a shower, phone is brick since Friday, talked to Apple about it and they can't do stuff. You should talk to Lord Vectron about that. He is the Apple person. It's a very old route, Leon. Back in this particular age of train sim world, all the cars were white. It amazes me that I have to power to go down a rather steep hill, but that's okay. Vectron's talking to Andy, Leon. Yes, Leon, but you don't have a broken Apple product. Tree Sim World, yay! Zephyr. Oh, gratuitous sprint shot. Whee! $13Ks to go, and we have to slow back down to 100. Not Mr. Vectron Chase Chaser Andy, Lord Vectron, remember that. You must have big ears, Leon. They're like antenna. Stick in running, not release. Don't want to overcharge it. We're about 2/3 of the way there. Is that the world's longest lightning strike? Where is it? Everything lit up all of a sudden. Weird. You've got good hearing, Leon. That's nice to know. I have adequate hearing to pass my railway medical. That's enough. As we bounce along. It's even funnier watching my head on the stream. Andrew says, perhaps a superbolt, rare type of lightning that can be found in Germany. What, just Germany? It respects borders? Just let this thing roll. Well, that is why my head's on camera, Leon. Just warning all the piles of wood that we're coming through. Seems fair. Andy says, I have selective hearing sometimes, and wife says she wants something done, I don't hear her say it. Well, it's either that or I have a crap memory. I think that's called male. It's a fairly standard affliction. Not treatable either, I'm told. It's like watching out through a metronome. You could learn to play piano to that. This is true, Andy. Yes. It is a typical starting place in life for that particular affliction to happen. Won't be a really long stream tonight because I was up at 5 for no readily apparent reason. Work from home tomorrow at least. Tuesday we'll be showing the GBR 802, which is just like the other 802, except it's got GBR on the outside. Ziffer. And on Wednesday night I found a Eastern European horror game that involves trains and potentially nudity and a bar of soap. If you're not worried, you probably should be. I am. Andre's got to be at work at 4:30 a.m. That's an early start. That's the time I usually get up for my steam shifts, but I don't actually start till 6:15. I have one of those on Friday. And it's the best kind. I get relieved halfway through the day. Which means I prep the loco, I have the fun of that, because that's quite cathartic. Fire the loco on its first run to Lakeside and back, and then give it to someone else who has to put up with my fire and clean out the box at the end of the day. Nice. It's always the incoming fireman that services the fire when you do the handover, because they want to set it up the way they want it. It is shuttle work, Chain Tracer Andy, indeed. My next shift is a Jemmy. I haven't done a Jemmy for ages. Actually, it's not true. I actually have done a Jemmy fairly recently, but it was I had a trainee. This time around, I've got to fire it myself. Andy says, sounds interesting. Either be a decent game or snaggy as hell. We one or the other with that description. I made sure it works. So I can walk around and I can get on a train. But I thought I'd leave any other surprises for the stream so that we experience them together. Well, not quite together. 20 seconds apart. The many wax of Sifa. I found a Japanese one too, but that won't be going on the stream because it turned out that it's actually a hentai and the train is a device. We are flying, Leon. Doing 75 kilometers an hour, that's plenty. Yeah, that one went in the refund pile. I think that, yes, would happen. YouTube would ban the channel. I think that would very much happen. Andy says faster than Y112. Well, Tadami came into the 0 to 3 in Feb. So yeah, May or June. It'll come out. Just whacked that bloke over the head with a mirror, but that's okay. Actually, we don't have mirrors. Oh, no worry about it then. Didn't whack him at all. See you later, Anarchist Angel. Thanks for coming in. Have a good day. Ah. It's alright. We're already going slow enough. Andy's playing a shooter and the guy on the other side has a 400 plus ping. What's he on, dial-up? I don't think it's safe to release at all. Look at that signal. That's not safe to release. That'll be another 1000 hertz. Leon has, but if Tadami line came out, making red hem Tadami Kia train. Fair enough. You can do that, Leon. When Tadami comes out, I'm sure we'll enjoy the high-speed 40km/h running. Might even get to 60 in a couple of spots. Yeah, I suspect he was on dial-up Train Chaser, Andy. Although 400 could be a satellite link. But I don't know why you'd try and play a shooter on a satellite. I would have missed that one if it wasn't for the prompt. It's a good thing we had the prompt. Should have a 25 hertz soon, but I think my speed is quite adequate. Or 500 hertz, sorry, 25 kilometers now. Andy says it'll be a slow, gentle cruise around, much like Bernalini, and I'm fine with that. It should be scenic if it survives the optimization. If you are running out of VRAM on a route on console, one of the tricks is to turn on a 40 to 50% fog. So that reduces what the game has to draw. We have arrived at Gmunden. Should be at 500 just after that signal. Yep. I foresee speed runs, Andy lad. That be it then. Glod. Alrighty, so now we want the E94 on whichever route it was. We'll find it. He's using bugs to his advantage. It's not that unusual in a game, I suppose. It's kind of cheating, but kind of not. I think he means the 6-7 shop, Andy. Timetable. E94. Do I not have it installed? Hmm. BR194, so I've got that one. Actually, if I select that, can't you choose the 94? No, you can't. I'll laugh when we find it. I should have filtered by German, but we're near the bottom now. Maybe I don't have it installed. Did anybody see it? Germany and Austria. What if I don't have it installed? Let me just check. No, there is actually a separate one, the E94. Unless you choose that and then in the timetable. Yeah, maybe it is this one. What will we run? Probably run a half one, I suppose. What time is it? It's coming up on 9. Run this one. Mains Goblins Part 2. Hopefully this is the one we're meant to have. I think we'll have a touch of fog. Lots of clouds, bit of wind to move the clouds around. That'd be nice. Japan's 7-Elevens are just like our 7-Elevens. Leon? Not really that much different. Except when you go in, you go, konnichiwa. And then you go... Yeah, this is the old one. It's good. This is good. Motoring, which is correct. Sander, manual wiper. Can't open the window, that's annoying. And because it's in Dussie, it probably won't have the warnings, will it? Wait for 1 minute. Ooh. Decent train. It's a fairly flat route, so it should be fine. One of the things I like about this is that someone actually spent time on this. How sad's that? Time to go. What's that signal out there say? Red. Not time to go at all. Naughty train. You're not going anywhere just yet. Train heating. Don't think we need that. Pantograph air selector. We have 0 pantographs up. Better put pantographs up, hadn't we? Hand pump. Normal. Oh, is that because I haven't... There's something I need to do, isn't there? No, that should all fine. Where's my panto up? CFO. Anti-slip brake. Cab light. Don't tell me I have to do it manually in here. No, that's all the breakers. There is a switch around here somewhere. There. No. That one. We got one of those at the other end. Yep. There we go. Nice. Stand. There we go. We got a signal yet? No. But we now have power. We can test that, I suppose. Maybe it doesn't do it while I've got the brakes on. No. No, there it goes. Wait to change and then it goes. Fine. If you're going to be like that then. Something's not turned on, I think. That one's for making it go backwards, isn't it? Quick off. No. There it goes. I just didn't go enough taps. Andrew says E is the earlier description for electric locomotives used in the 1950s. For example, the E11, 1970s, it was a BR211. There actually is another version of this thing, though, which actually is called the E94. More power. She's a quiet little beastie. Zipa. See you later, Lord Vectron. Have fun, mate. Thank you for coming in. You can go off and play with your Luft pump. As we head off for Koblenz, Mosul. Andre says the same applies for East German diesel locos with the letter V. First it was V180 and then BR118 became the BR228. It's always fascinating getting the history of these things. I can't remember if this one you can hear Sifa on the outside, so I'll only go outside after Sifa fires off. Sifa. It is a nice train. The only downside of this one is I don't think it's got the PZB helper, so I'll be left to figure it out for myself, which will go poorly. Yes, these ones, they are compressor and blowers. We should turn those on, I suppose, shouldn't we? Blowers to slow, though. Wonder how it pumps up the brakes without a compressor running. Interesting. Hello, Right Away Productions. How are you? We're cruising in the Crocodile, down by the river. That answers that question. You can hear Sifa outside. That's good. We very slowly accelerate, even downhill. Can't complain, you lazy Sunday. I'm doing okay. This is actually going to be my last run tonight because I want to have a bit of an early one. There's another one. Hey-oh. Almost whacked that guy. The 300 amps being drawn there. Andy says, considering it was so quiet starting off, it certainly gets noisy and it picks up speed. That's the blower motors. the fans that are keeping the traction motors cool. Full beans. Although we have almost reached the speed limit. Very close. Bob's Modelling Mayhem, hello. Welcome along, I hope you're well, I am. Leon says train water, swimming in water like crocodile. It is a crocodile, it's called a crocodile. I was reading that speed, I was near 90, it's actually near 80, so don't mind me. We should just keep on going. We won't hear about her complaininess on this loco, that's for sure. I always worry when it does this when you're switching camera views, because that usually means it's a bit sad. Yeah, so did I, Andy. I thought we were a goner, but no, it was probably just bad timing. Andre thinks I should run the 143 next. This will actually be my last run tonight, because I do want to get to bed early tonight, because I was up at 5. And I have to make my bed, because the sheets are in the dryer. Going round and round and round. I do like the 143 though, it's a nice machine. doing just sitting there? There's people climbing out of the floor there. Zombies. Am I being naughty? In a PZB area? Very naughty. Should get away with that though. Now I'm being super naughty. Hopefully I get this down and off and get on the brakes before I get a magnet. Right away says, tried to learn the ropes of PZB last night, still couldn't crack it. Just acknowledge every pole, bush, train, person, box. You'll be fine. Acknowledge everything. Running will do fine. If you got stung and there's no signals in sight, you were going too fast for what you're allowed to do. What I'd suggest is grab one of the ones that tells you, like the Vectron, and pay attention to what speeds it's actually telling you to do. It does vary depending on your brake mode and your consist, because you have different speeds. So you may have noticed in the 120 areas, for example, I'm still only doing 90 or just under it. It's because I'm not allowed to go faster. And if you see three boxes, one after the other on the ground, the little magnet boxes, that's usually a speed trap. But the loco itself will put the brakes on. So if you're in monitoring, for example, and you've been told to only do 45 and you go over 45, the loco will stop you with no box. I keep waiting for speed magnets to trip me up since I'm going too fast. I'm not anymore though. There's a few that do. Quite a few of the ones, modern ones with a digital display, tell you how fast to go. You do need to know your brake modes though. I've got a cheat sheet around somewhere, but I should see it on my desk. But if you just Google something like PZB cheat sheet, There's some quite good ones that are laid out in rows and columns, and they show you the different speeds you can do for the different signal combinations in the brake modes. There's about 450 varieties of signalling system in Germany. It's not as confusing as Victorian signalling, where green over red means go, and red over green means go. One just says go fast, the other one's go. Plenty of opposing traffic on this route. Much curviness. You can watch Matt's 4.5-hour PZB tutorial as well if you want to, but turn on the helper and make sure you're not using an Indussy loco, because it doesn't work with most Indussy locos. Right away says, bookmark, much appreciated, woke up barely half an hour ago and by no means able to ingest it right now, but most definitely at some point. Yes, it is. But once you start to get it, like I'm probably 80% of the way there, I get it right most of the time. Which is probably enough. Animal says, why can't green be go and red be stop? Simple, really. It's because signal lights are designed so that if you see a combination that's not valid, it means stop. Because that means there's something wrong with the signal. And they nearly always have a failsafe of some kind. I like the leaves. Someone probably spent hours on that. Or they bought it. Bob says, I quite like the E94 BR194. They had a long career with the first units entering service in 1940 with the Dutch Reichsbahn, National Railways of Germany. Hawk says CBTC in TSWN. Yeah, that'll be the day. You do see people asking for things like the London DLR from time to time, and you go, you know, you can't drive it. It doesn't have driver. Train chaser Andy, I think, is very happy. Just unlocked his phone. Animal says, so green over red, and only the red light is showing the green bulb has gone. Yeah, well, if you see red by itself, it means stop, basically. I prefer on my railway where we've got semaphore signalling. If it's like that, it's stop. If it's like that, it's go. Or if it's like that, it's go too, just to be difficult. Andy lads, about 50-50 at the moment whether I get it right with PZB, which is much better than I was 6 months ago, and I never ran with safety systems on German routes. I think PZB makes the route, to be honest. But I probably wouldn't have said that a couple of years ago. Hawk says you treat it like a stop in that case. Well, it is a stop, because it's an invalid combination. That means stop. No lights means stop too. No, if the red light's not working, you stop, because it's an invalid combination. There's only one light. And he says, indeed happy. After swapping my SIM card to my dad's phone, I finally got a code. Thank the Lord Vectron. Fantastic. That's good. Animal says, I seem to get PZB stops for no reason. It usually means you've gone too fast, but I think I had one earlier in the stream, but I'll have another look at that later on when it processes the VOD. Hawk says, no lights, laughs in CBCC. We did talk this morning about a signalling dispatch mode, which would be awesome, but I don't think you could cram it into the architecture of the game, really. Animals here, over here, green is go and red is stop. If no light is showing, then you stop. Yep. Our lights have other combinations too, Animal, and don't get me started on purple and blue signals. Come on, you. Slow down. Can't believe you want that much to slow down. There we go. I don't think I needed to acknowledge that one, but I did anyway, just in case. I think on the new underground section, I think we've got pink signals as well. But they're to do with the platform doors. Let's put on a little bit of power just to keep it moving. Good to see all those passengers sitting in trains parked in the yard. It's always a welcome sight. It's like just a place for all the homeless people to live. And he says also Cube and VGR is quite interested in me doing work placement at their places. That's good. Very good. It's good, Andy. Andre says, nice to see these older paints on the locos. I love the oriental red especially. They do look nice. Chase Randy says, gotta love the blue on the 164 on the left back there. They are indeed nice, the unusual colours. It makes a big change from an endless sea of Dostos. Just about there. See, I don't have to acknowledge this next one because there's no magnet underneath it. Chain Tracer Andy said, when did PTB do announcements on TV about track replacement? Don't know, I haven't watched TV for years. You watch TV? I've seen a PTB level crossing ad in a theatre. It's like, there's money well spent. This one that's hiding behind a tree that you can't see has to be acknowledged. Just roll the rest of the way. It's sad that your laptop died, Chain Chaser Andy. Nice bit of snaky action through the points. This is where I've got to start watching that my speed doesn't creep up. So I'll just get into lap and be prepared for that. See, it is starting to creep, so I'll just give it just a touch of brakes. Because I don't want to get it over 25. Major upgrade 5070 for my laptop 3050. Yeah, that's quite a good one. Danny Sprint, hello there. It is right now 9:18 p.m. in Australia. I hope you're well. We're just about to finish this stream, sadly for you. But you can always rewind, go back to the start. You can watch me fumble around in a Vectron and screw it up. Who knew you could screw up a Vectron, huh? Who knew? Andy Ladd says, I never watch normal terrestrial TV ever. If I want to watch something, it'll be via YouTube or a streaming service. 90% of what our channels these days is reality garbage. Indeed. I may actually have to power to get the last couple of 100 meters out of this. Hey, that we're going to get there really slowly. Come on, little train, you can do it. I love powering towards red signals. Makes my day. Oddly enough, on my railway, when you're coming back into the platform, that is what happens, is you're powering against a red signal. Because it's a 1 in 30 gradient, so you have to be powering really hard to get up the hill. And you keep an eye on the level crossing. If the level crossing doesn't start, you have to be ready to stop. If it does start, the signal will probably clear. Right-away Production says, I watch extraterrestrial TV. War of the Worlds was on the other day and showing Independence Day tonight. Nah, it's good to have you around for the whole thing, Train Chaser Andy. Be a couple of minutes left in this one, I think, even though it's only 100 metres. Because we're doing about 3 kilometres an hour. Andre says 363 aka the V60 next time. The 363 is pretty nice. We'll have to do another German request stream, I think. We should be seeing some new stuff over the next 60 days or so, if the roadmap is to be believed. I love creeping right up to signals, isn't it? Such a good grand feeling. Let's get really close. No. Bad idea. Alright, lots of brakes. At least this one stops quickly. It's got lovely brakes, this thing. Nice lapped air brakes, exactly what you want. And a platinum with a little touch of speeding there, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alrighty, so it's been cool today. In the morning we did a American freight request, and this time we did German freight request. Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. British Summer Time, I'll be revealing the 802 in GBR livery. Spoiler, it's the same as the other 802, pretty much. I've made a tutorial for it anyway because, as Vectron calls them, the smooth brains will ask. But anyway, and what else? And we've got the horror game on Wednesday. Nothing else planned for the week until the weekend. So we'll see what comes up. Maybe I'll do a members only thing at some point. We shall see if I get some time for that. Alrighty. Thank you very much for the company, folks. It's been really good chatting with you. And thank you for the guidance on the German trains as well, because, you know, I just fake it till I make it. Anyway, have fun, and we shall see you next time. Bye.